Welcome to the Akashic Library.
All right, today we're breaking down a really powerful idea from our source material. We're talking about a single, key ingredient that just might be the secret to creating a life you absolutely love. So let's just dive right in. And really, this is the whole thing right here. The source we're looking at today poses this one central question. What if adopting just one core belief could be the thing, the one pivotal shift that unlocks everything you've been working towards? So what is this secret sauce, right? What's the ingredient? Well, the source claims there's one component that is absolutely essential if you want to make major, beautiful, lasting changes in your life. And it doesn't matter what your goal is, maybe you're dreaming of escaping the 9-to-5 grind, or maybe you want to build your perfect job from the ground up, or maybe it's finally starting that creative project you've been putting off. The source argues that to get there, you need one common element, a belief in a higher power. Okay, hold on. I know as soon as I say higher power, that phrase can come with a lot of baggage. But hang with me here, because the source is super specific. It's not what you think. It's offering a total redefinition of the concept, one that has nothing to do with traditional religion. And this is where it gets really interesting. Look at the contrast here. The old idea is this external figure, somewhere up in the sky, maybe judging you. The source's idea? Nope. It's an infinite power that is already inside you. It doesn't judge you, it loves you unconditionally. And you don't need religion for it. All it requires is your belief. So what's this inner power like? Well, for one, it's always there. It never leaves you. But it's not pushy. It totally respects your free will and basically just waits patiently for you to ask for a little help or guidance. And you can call it whatever feels right to you. The universe, source, life, it doesn't matter. The name isn't the important part.
Okay, so believing in this power is step one. But how do you actually use that belief to make real changes in your life? Well, that's where faith comes in. The source frames it as a practical tool, kind of like your own personal inner compass.
And let's be clear, we're not talking about blind belief here. The source defines faith as an active inner knowing. It's that deep down feeling, that conviction that you are supported by this power inside you. And it's that feeling that gives you the solid ground you need to move forward, even when you're terrified or totally unsure of what's next. And this quote from the source just nails it. Think about it. Fear is so often the thing that stops us, right? It's like this big, scary gateway standing between where we are and where we want to be. Well, according to this idea, faith is the key that unlocks that gate so you can walk right through it. So here's what that looks like in the real world. When you feel completely overwhelmed by everything going on, faith gives you a bigger perspective. When you feel lost and have no idea which way to turn, you have something to tap into for guidance. It gives you the courage to take those big leaps, and it makes stepping into the unknown feel, well, a whole lot less scary. Now, if this is all sounding a bit abstract, or if you're feeling a little skeptical about the whole thing, I get it. And so does the source. That's why it offers up a really simple, totally low-stakes experiment you can try for yourself, just to test the waters.
The most important part of this experiment is the attitude. You don't have to become a true believer overnight. You don't have to commit to anything. The suggestion is to just approach it with curiosity. Be playful. Just play with the idea.
So here it is, the 3 steps, super simple. First, just entertain the possibility. Just for a moment, what if it's real? Second, ask for a sign. Make it a simple, clear request like, hey, if you're really there, give me a sign. And third, and this is the hardest but most important part, you have to surrender. You let go of control. You could even say, I surrender to you. And then just watch. Observe what happens without trying to force anything. And this last quote, wow, it really flips the whole thing on its head. It suggests that you're not this separate little person trying to find some power out there. Instead, you are a piece of that infinite power, just having an experience on Earth as a human. It's a massive shift in perspective. So that brings us to the final question, and this one's just for you. If you were going to try this little experiment, just for fun, just for today, what simple sign could you ask for right now?
Transformation isn't a destination. It's a continuous journey of growth. Next, discover techniques that seem impossible but work in a supernatural technique.